Good evening. I call to order December 6, 2023 Civil Rights Board meeting at 5:01 p.m. Now, can I please get a roll call?
Kathy,
Present.
I'm avoiding last names in case I mess up anyone. Sade, Pamela, Sade, Madison,
Here.
Sandra,
Here.
all are present. Except for Commissioner Hoffman and Tanya Hewitt-Smith.
Thank you, Lau, for the roll call. Now I will entertain a motion to adopt the agenda for our last month's meeting. I'm sorry, adopt the agenda for this meeting.
Motion to adopt the agenda for today's meeting.
Okay, it has been adopted by Vice Chair Lukeman, and it has been seconded by Director Burpee. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Any abstentions? The minutes have been adopted. Now entertain a motion, and we'll go back to adopt the minutes from our October meeting. We didn't have quorum to do it last time, so can I get a motion to adopt October minutes?
I make the motion to adopt the October 4th minutes.
Second.
So we have a motion from Director Calderon, and it was seconded by Vice Chair Lukeman. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Any abstentions? October minutes have been adopted. Now I'd like to entertain a motion for November minutes.
Motion to approve the November 1st meeting minutes.
Thank you, Vice Chair Lukeman.
I second the motion.
Thank you, Director Burpee. It has been moved by Vice Chair Lukeman, and it has been seconded by Director Burpee. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? The minutes have been adopted for November's meeting. At this time, we will have public announcements and communications. Thank you, Lau.
The only announcement we would like to make is to welcome our new member, Sade Sims. I hope you all give her a warm welcome.
Welcome, Director Sims.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Our first order of business is going to be the Civil Rights Board membership and vacancy updates. So, as you said, we have a new board member, Director Sims. We also still have 2 seats that are open. So we continually encourage individuals to apply if you live within the city. This is not just for housing, it's also for any discriminations. We're looking for individuals and we're trying to be very intentional on those that are directly or indirectly affected. So we continue to ask you to encourage, or you as well, please feel free to go onto the city's website and fill out an application for the Civil Rights Board. Our next order of business will be Civil Rights Board discussion, and we will open that up. So in regards to the discussion and as far as the Civil Rights Board, one, we will continue to work on the Fair Housing Ordinance, making sure that it is enforced. We're working on the rewrite. Subcommittee is actually meeting still every 2 weeks. Once we get closer to getting that taken care of, we will appoint the subcommittee for education. That way we can get the community involved as well. And what am I missing? Jump in as far as what our intentions are for 2024.
And this is not an intention, but what has been brought up recently is our report to the City Commission. I believe that is an agenda item for Lal and Tanya to put together a report to come back to the City Commission, and I don't know the timing of that, so maybe Lal or Marcia, you're able to speak to when we report back to the City Commission on what the year was.
The report will be written and sent to the City Commission, hopefully by the end of December, if not early January.
Is that report something that the board reads or approves, or is that just put together by your office?
From my understanding, it is typically either the staff liaison or the secretary to the board that writes up the report.
And then is it shared with the board first before going to commission?
That I am unsure. I've been told to write the report and have that sent to the City Commission, but I don't know the step-by-step process.
And I am going to say also, keep in mind the board is new. So we are all pretty much learning as we go along, the steps in which we need to take, as well as making sure that we're implementing quite a bit to make sure steps are there that we are taking if they have not been outlined for us. Okay, our next order of business is the Ordinance Review Subcommittee update. So we have definitely still been meeting, and that does consist of Vice Chair Lukeman, myself, Commissioner Hoffman, Attorney Jones, Law, Director Hewitt Smith, Patrice Griffin, and Lewis Smith. So we all meet every other week on Mondays, and we have been meeting. We are continually working on the ordinance to make sure that we are able to get it enforced, get the wording changed, and we will continue to work, and we're looking to try to have this completed closer towards the beginning of next year.
Another subcommittee is our new board member subcommittee, and we have not had the opportunity to bring forth any new potential members. So again, to reiterate, we are looking for applicants to apply through the city website. So we hope that maybe in this time off that maybe some will have in the next couple of weeks, we'll get some applications.
Thank you. Our next order of business is civil rights complaint update. Can we get an update, Lau?
In 2023, the Civil Rights Board, or DI in our office, has received 30 complaints in 2023. 18 complaints were dismissed as they fell out of the scope of the ordinance. One was dismissed due to the complainant or the respondent being unresponsive. 5 complaints were forwarded to the Office of Professional Standards at KDPS. 1 complaint is still under review and being investigated. 2 complaints forwarded to the Michigan Department of Civil Rights. 1 complaint forwarded to the Portage Central High School Board. 1 complaint investigated but required no further follow-up as remediation was compliance. 1 complaint forwarded to and handled by CPED as 1 complaint advised was forwarded to legal aid in the EEOO, which is Equal Opportunity Employee EEO. Complaints that our office received varied. 1 complaint was regarding employment discrimination, 1 complaint regarding racial discrimination, 9 complaints regarding housing issues and housing discrimination, 6 complaints involving Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety, 4 complaints regarding academic discrepancies, 2 complaints regarding disability discrimination, 2 complaints received regarding consumers' energy and medical records, 1 complaint regarding Social Security, 3 complaints regarding congressional email, violence, and underage marriage, and 1 complaint regarding housing and disability discrimination.
Thank you, Lau, for that report. And at this time, we will have public comments. You will have 3 minutes to speak, and will you please sign in?
Hello, hi, my name is Joe Sean Williams. This is my first time attending one of these sessions, and my ears caught a hold to the things that was going on in the community, and I'm dealing with certain situations. I don't have a complaint, I just have a questions and not getting the correct answers of myself concerning rent. Like, where is it in Kalamazoo where someone that pays their rent faithfully can find a landlord that trusts them to pay their rent and not go on their past history to judge them for not paying their rent in the future? There's some other locations in Kalamazoo, Michigan, where I have resided at. I'm looking for a place to where it's a comfort zone, where someone's not standing outside drinking alcohol, selling drugs, standing in the alleys, yelling up all night. I'm trying to find a location like that in Michigan somewhere. It should be something done for people that want to pay their rent, people that want to do right. This meeting is something that I always wanted a chance to talk to someone that had the ears to listen, the knowledge to understand, and the wisdom to comprehend to the things that's been going on with myself. I feel like I've been neglected because of my past, the things that I have done and the things that I have changed. I feel like I deserve better, a better way than the way I've been getting, as far as my living arrangements. For myself, if I go somewhere and fill out applications, they say you have to have double the rent. Social Security don't give double the rent. So that disqualifies me for most occupations in Kalamazoo. The things that I'm dealing with now is medical issues. I have to thank the staff at Bronson for making me better than what I was, because I was hurting really bad and I still am. So there is some good things that's in Kalamazoo, and there is some things in Kalamazoo, Michigan that need some work. And what we need is more individuals like yourselves and the ones that's in the audience.
Thank you. Any more comments? And please sign in also if you haven't already.
I love that this plastic is gone. I feel like I'm a human again. I don't want to make a big deal, but I went to the North Side Community Association, and they said I'm not allowed to bring a dog, even if it's a service dog. And I went to speak to Maddie Jordan Woods at the NACD, and she said, Ben, I don't care if you're white. You can come hang out with us, but you can't bring the dog. I don't care if it's a service dog. You can't bring it. So I don't know what to do. I know she's not there anymore. I spoke to the new director at the community center, and they made it very clear that I'm not welcome. They chased me off. She told me that she was a retired police officer, and she acted like a retired police officer. She acted like an active police officer. And I have a video recorded. Of course, I have everything video recorded. And I don't know, I'm already suing 50 people, which is not fun. I don't recommend it to anybody. It's not fun. I don't want to do that. But I think that they should change their minds. Thanks.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'll sign in a minute. My name's Toby Hannah Davies, and I'm from Isaac, and I'm one of your fans. I'm one of your big supporters of this board. I'm so glad you're doing this work. And I wonder if it's possible, when you have the report of the complaints, I was surprised, even shocked that it was such a long list. Does it make sense for you to get a little more information, like where each complaint went, how it was dealt with? Because I know some things are sent to the Fair Housing Center or to the state of Michigan, or dealt with in some other way instead of just a list of all those different complaints. And it wasn't clear to me if any of those are things that you need to discuss or not. So that's just a question. Also, this doesn't feel very important after what the two previous speakers said, but I remember how it felt to be brand new in Director Charday Sims' spot when I was on the commission in Ann Arbor. And I didn't know anything about Robert's Rules of Order, and I was given a book about it, but it really helped me to have somebody explain a few basic things. And I had luckily had a partner sitting next to me who had been on the commission longer, who could explain to me what to do and say. And he was a person who had grown up in public housing with a family of 13 kids in a 2-bedroom apartment and 1 bathroom, if you can imagine. He was very smart and went on to become a lawyer. But before that, he taught me a lot. And here's a couple things that might help you that he taught me. If you want to make a motion, you say, I move, or I make a motion. And you're doing great on most of this, but there are a couple of things that might be helpful. And then, like you were, I second. Then after any motion has been made to adopt an agenda or approve an agenda or adopt the minutes, then you need to stop and see if there's any corrections, any changes before you.
Thank you, Toby. Any other comments? Do we have anyone in the queue for the phone? Thank you. Okay, we don't have any calls at this time. So now we will open it up for board member comments.
Sorry about that. I had to catch my voice. I just want to start off by saying welcome, Charday. It's so great to have you here. I'm really glad that you have joined this board. Thank you for that.
I appreciate it.
So honestly, I just really wanted to encourage folks to apply for the boards, to get involved. As mentioned before, we have two seats that are open. And also those that are applying, I would encourage them to review the requirements and have some basic knowledge about the board, the history of the Chapter 18 ordinance. And there's plenty of information available. There's a YouTube channel. There's a lot of information available out there. And then I actually just wanted to take a moment to address Toby with regards to the comment that was made earlier. So I just wanted to clarify that what we heard earlier was simply a summary that we had asked for, because I know you can't see it, but we have a legal size document up here with the smallest handwriting you could ever imagine, with the details that we need that answered a lot of your questions there. But I do certainly appreciate that you asked for that. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. I too would like to welcome you to the board. As you can see and feel, we are in a pivotal time right now, and trying to get our ordinance strengthened is most important for our community. We're grateful that we were able to even get it in 2020, and now that we've been in it for a while, we see and know that we need to tighten it up. So I will look forward to your input and your wisdom as we build this board and make it stronger for our community. Thank you.
Okay, so this again, I am very new to everybody. Thank you guys for welcoming me. I am very new to this position. A little bit about myself, because I haven't really been introduced to you guys. I am from Kalamazoo. I grew up here. My family's from here. I went to school here. I've had apartments out here. I'm a current resident out here. I own my home now, so I don't really deal with a lot of the rental issues, but my family still does, so I still know what's going on. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be able to come together with everybody and really work towards bettering the city. I love the city, so definitely I was listening to everybody speaking, those who haven't really spoken tonight. Hopefully next time you guys come, you share what's on your mind as well. I just look forward to working with everybody.
Well, once again, I want to start off by saying welcome. We appreciate the addition to the board, Director Sims. Look forward to your contribution. We are constantly trying to build a board. So once again, if you know anyone, please have them apply. Also, yes, be familiar with the requirements. And even like Mr. Williams, you being directly impacted, if you live within the city, apply for the board. Go on the site, see what the requirements are. These are the things that we're looking for, those that are impacted. And I do understand some of the obstacles that are in place. And this is one of the reasons why we do have the ordinance. This is why we are trying to strengthen it, to make sure that everyone has equal opportunity, because housing is a human right. And so we want to make sure that everyone has the same accessibility to housing. And I also want to piggyback off of the complaints. One of the things, and Commissioner Hoffman did say before in a previous meeting about us needing to also build relationships with some of the agencies where the complaints are being outsourced, because they supersede us in what it is that we're doing. And so with building a relationship, that way we wouldn't get detailed as far as what the outcome is, but we could actually get something that we will be able to bring back to the community to say the situation has been handled. So what we're trying to do is at least allow the community to know that the complaints aren't sitting, and it's not that we're not dealing with them. A lot of them are sent to the agencies, and we're looking to try to get feedback to see where they are with those. And that will do it for our December 6, 2023 meeting. And this meeting is adjourned at 5:30 p.m.
You as well.